From Soren Hall then. WoW feels tedious to me, yet I can go play, sit, and grind EverQuest and love it. Interesting. I think it's because WoW isn't a theme park anymore, it's a railroad. Now that is a really interesting framing of it to me. Yeah, because I normally would have said for WoW, like, it's a theme park that doesn't have enough attractions, because it's just M+, PvP, and Raid, and I felt like the world content and just that optional stuff that adds richness to the world isn't there. But I think describing it as a railroad is actually... Yeah, I think that's actually a really good descriptor.
It's a railroad, and well, we end up the train has to pause too often because they're busy laying down the tracks ahead of us. So I think the railroad one really, really works.
Oh, damn. Yeah, so no, I like that analogy, and I actually think it's that thing where, you know, when you think about a theme park, you think about breadth. Sure, it's not the amount of breadth of a massive sandbox, but you think about breadth. And then it's that thing, if people feel like WoW is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, yeah, it's kind of because they're more hyper-optimizing within a few gameplay progression tracks, versus it maybe feeling different and more varied in the past. Even though, in many ways, like, it's that thing, there actually is quite a lot of content and quite a lot of stuff to do in WoW. I think it just ends up having this presentation that doesn't resonate with people, and that's kind of a lot of what they run into.
Yeah, it's a railroad with, like, with a couple of tracks, but it's not an open field to go in, you know. You can't frolic in the field of World of Warcraft. You log in, you're at Orbos, and you pick which instance you go to. Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, Sub-Zero, don't worry, main channel is staying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big yes. Staying, and there is, I mean, some of the content that we put, like, I think in terms of edit time, some of the most, I mean, effort per minute, certainly the highest.
Yes, absolutely. I think some of that's been apparent with some recent stuff, but also...
there is the big new series.
There's stuff coming up that I don't know when we'll tease a little bit of it, but it's very, very...
Soonish.
Very exciting, very exciting.
Yeah. From the Big Red Bear, we've got... This is, I think, in relation to us talking about, you know, there always being a bit of a but, right? It's like, oh, this is great, but there's this weird thing. There is no small but. There is only giant but, and it's not even an attractive one. It's called Blizzard Dev Policy. Question. Do you think they're going to reduce the amount of time gating and everything? You know, that's a funny thing, is like, time gating is... We need to be very careful with our definition, because I don't think so, and I think a degree of, you know, natural time gating makes sense. And when I say natural time gating, it's like, you know, my dad does conservatories, right? So, you know, it's not like him taking 10 days to build the conservatory is him time gating it. It's just that's how long it takes to build the fucking conservatory. So, you know, if it feels normal and natural, the time gate, then it's not really a gate. It's just, well, that's how long it takes to do this thing in this world, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So what I would say is, I don't really want Blizzard to change up the, you know, that you just can't get anything, whatever, whenever you want, because you don't design a game that way. What I would say is, I'd really want them to reduce the overt time gating, where it doesn't feel like the rules of Azeroth. It feels like the hand of the developer. And I think that really is the thing, because whenever the system a developer implements feels like the rules of Azeroth, you are immersed. Whenever you see red text that says seasonal cap 950, you are no longer in Azeroth. For me, that's basically the core of it.
Yeah. Gearing is time gated, but you never feel that.
Yeah, because it's natural. It's like, well, it only drops off the boss that much, so that's how it is.
Yeah.
So I think more things got to feel like that. And I think they probably tried to do that with Renown, you know, to make the time gating feel like a sort of thing you're progressing and earning through. I just think it, because it was with those two weeklies that were very, very dull, it did feel like the hand of the designer more than the rules of the world.
Yeah, it wasn't just something you did every week. It was, you know, show up for your Garul sort of helping with quests.
Yeah.
Especially when you had 20 souls to pick up from them all. They're like, what? Why? Why have you done this to me? Can I have my renown from anywhere else, please? I don't want to stand at this stone prison and break it 20 times in a row. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, same. That's my next one, and because I'm doing the anime challenge, very soon I will have to.